think we're getting ready to roll here. Make sure we are live. I think we're live. Welcome back, Pokemon trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it's time for another Pokemon. I almost said Pokemon Go. Too much of that lately. Pokemon TCG live stream for Pokemon TCG Tuesdays. I guess we're going to start calling this here. Going to spend another hour or so tonight hanging out with you folks and doing some TCG online matches and trying to maybe see if I can accomplish some of my goals. I haven't played this since the last stream that we did last week. Hello to Electrified Emolga. Welcome to our live stream tonight with Pokemon TCG Online. So what we'd usually do is go through some matches against each other, having some fun, playing some games, and I've got a whole bunch of codes, as I always showcase at the start of the videos, that I'm going to send out some codes to you folks in the chat. Now, I think I have this fixed up. I can put the text right on screen as well in the layout. Yes, I can. So, I'll let you know ahead of time when I'll be putting it either in the chat or on screen. And we'll just go with that. I'm going to put these to the side for now. I do have a code I am going to give out. I'm going to wait a few minutes for people to show up, but I opened up a 3-pack, what do you call them, blister pack, I think, to get 3 booster packs. And I got a code for one of those Trashalanche Garbodor, I think this code is for. So if you guys get to redeem that code, you'll get one of those Trashalanche Garbodor, which is very painful when someone uses it against you and you get a lot of items in your discard pile. And Genesect Gaming is casually eating some chocolate. I actually had a little bit of chocolate myself earlier today. Now, if I continue to do that, I gotta really get back on track with my exercises. Maybe someday I'll do just that. So halfway through the stream, I'll also open up a Forbidden Light booster pack. Get my own cards out here, and that code card goes to you folks as well. So just for the time being, waiting for people to show up. Hello to Jacob. Jacob is Chief. Hello. Welcome to our live stream tonight. I'm going to do a quick little bit of a challenge. Waiting for more people to show up. Excuse me. I still need to get one more Dragon-type knockout, but I'm not going to use Mach Strike. I'm not going to lower myself to use that again. But we do have... What's the other one with Como-O? Right here. The Clanging Thunder. I'm going to do this really quick. I just need to get one knockout, I think. And this Wally music is going to help see us through to victory. So in the meantime, if anybody does want to challenge the professor to a battle... Oh good, we're fighting a non-Mach Strike deck. Let me know in the chat if you want to add my username. I don't know if you can see it on the bottom screen there, but it is Dotman64. You can send me a friend invite if you don't currently have me yet in-game. And what I like to do now is put you folks to the challenge. If you can defeat me in battle, when it comes time for me to give out a code card to somebody, I'll give out 2 codes. Just to sort of add more incentive to for you folks to bring your best decks against me. Alright, I don't have the best start with this deck. Genesect Gaming asking, how many shiny Squirtle did I get in Pokemon Go for Community Day for Squirtle? I got 4 in total, one of which had the sunglasses, which was pretty neat to get. Why can I not get the Pokemon that I need to get? Excuse me. Let's, I'll put this on Pikachu. Okay. Can't do anything just yet for the first turn, of course. As soon as I get a chance, I'm going to start using Pika Draw. Try to get some extra cards. Hoot. Now, if you could retreat that Miltank and start using Dual Draw, I would appreciate that. DC Games 13. Give me some extra cards as well. Now then, what I wanted to do before this video was I wanted to show off a, what was it? There's another deck that I've assembled. It's not the most impressive deck I've ever built, but it was, what was it again? It was one of my kind of kooky, crazy ideas. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to escape rope. And, it was one of my crazy ideas that, against the computer, it does work kind of okay. And I was going to use it... I like to show off the new decks in their own standalone video and then bring them to the live stream. But I think I'll leave it open for possible challenges today. I'm not going to explain what it is about just yet, but maybe I'll record sometime tomorrow. I haven't done a lot of pre-recorded videos lately. It's all been live streams. I got to get back on track of having... Well, I guess the Pokemon Go videos are pre-recorded. There's no Noctowl in the deck, but Dual Draw, awesome stuff. And I almost said Electrified again. What's wrong with me? Electrified Emolga doesn't play TCG, but you can watch just in case you get into it. Most definitely. If there's anything I can do to kind of like talk it up to you, basically, then, you know, I'd be happy to do just that. It's pretty cool in the sense that, like, well, if you don't know anything about TCG, it's similar to the video games in a more simplified kind of way. You don't have every single typing that you do in the video games. For example, our ground type Gastrodon is a fighting type in the card game. That also counts for rock types and, well, fighting types, of course. So Pokemon are generally one type in the card game, which means sometimes you'll get a water type Gastrodon card or a fighting type representing its ground typing. So it does keep things more simplified. It is a back and forth kind of a card game. Generally, all you can do on your side or on your turn, or sorry, all you can do on your side during the opponent's turn is just sit there and take a hit. There's not much more you can do other than that. So right now I'm just waiting for them to go for the attack. You end your turn with whatever attack you choose to go with. You're not giving me the Pokemon I need. There it is. Alright, so we have a Jangmo-O. Now I do have a Hakamo-O, the evolution, in hand, but a Pokemon needs to be in play for one full turn before it's able to evolve. So I can't use it just yet. I will drop Solrock here. Right now, what I'm doing is trying to use my 2 Pikachu to draw extra cards, because the more cards you can get in hand, the more versatile your options are. As you see, the opponent has, 9 cards in hand. And you have these different kind of cards called trainer cards. What you're playing right now is a Great Ball. Each trainer card lets you do certain different things. For example, this one in my hand, Energy Retrieval, I can put 2 of my basic energy cards from the discard pile into my hand. And basic energy, or even there's special energy as well, those cards are what fuel your Pokemon's attacks. For example, Pikachu needs 1 energy to use Pika Draw, or 2 energy attached to use Quick Attack. You can only attach 1 energy card every single turn. So it kind of keeps the pace between both sides. Now, of course, there are some ways to speed up the attachment of your energies. Certain attacks can do that, certain abilities can do that. And Genesect knows about most of this stuff. You should come to the Heroes Beacon Pokemon League sometime. In fact, this Saturday is another casual day we have up there. If you ever want to play a match in person, we got some demo decks you can give a try. I'm usually there myself, and the other professor, Ron, will be there also. So, it's kind of a cool time. Alright, so speaking of a cool time, now it's time to unleash the fury of our Como-O. I will discard Emolga. Sorry for Electrified Emolga. I am discarding the Emolga from hand. I don't really need it. Discard 2 cards using my Ultra Ball and search my deck for any Pokemon card I want. And I will take Como-O. So I'm going to now play it onto the Hakamo-O, which has been in play for a turn. I will attach another energy to it. And I will now retreat Pikachu, which costs 1 energy as it shows right here. So I have to discard 1 energy from Pikachu, bring it back to the bench. Someone else comes up. I'm now going to go with this attack called Warcry. 30 damage, plus, if I have fewer Pokemon in play than the opponent, I do 90 more. Nice 120 damage. Taking that down. Oh, so Genesect only plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, that is fine. If you ever do want to give it a try, though, you're always welcome to pop into Heroes Beacon, and if me or Ron... Sorry, let's use proper English. If Ron or I are present, we'd be glad to take you through some matches and see what you think of it. I've heard that people say the other card game that this is most similar to would be Magic the Gathering, which I can see that because I played a little bit of that. Same idea where you gain energy for your spells from all the lands that you play out. You can play 1 land per turn. Lands come in different types kind of thing, just like your energy cards. Alright, so let's go ahead and... I think I completed my mission. I'm just going to go with the Clanging Scales. To the 130. Oh, 110, because it had a tool attached. So we have Funtime Foxy in the chat, I see there. You're not a fan of Magic, Genesect? Then you might not like this one as much. I mean, it's similar, but different in the sense that, first of all, we got us a win. Is my volume too loud? I think my volume's too loud. Hang on. My speakers are way up there. If the volume's too loud, let me know. Do I have it quieter than that usually? Or is this music not loud enough? Okay, I'm going to try adjusting the music a bit. Let me know what you guys think as we try to make sense of this. But I think we just completed that challenge, that task. We had an online booster pack. Alright, hello Unknown Spike. Just in time. Also, how's it going? Dazzling Shell asks. It's not going too bad. We're going to grab this Powerful Flood. Oh, that'll work good with the Empoleon deck. Alright, so first things first. We're going to give out some codes. Volume is good. Excellent. Thank you, Genesect. So the first code I'm going to give out, I'm going to put on screen underneath my face cam. This will be one of those challenges to see who can type it the quickest. It's going to be from that blister pack I opened up that has a special Trashalanche Garbodor. So let me go ahead and type this in here. Of course, anyone that plays Pokemon TCG Online, you can take this code over to the shopping cart, top of the screen, and redeem this for an online, well in this case an online card of the Garbodor, but sometimes I give out the full booster pack codes as well. So I think this is accurate. We're going to say go ahead and boom, there's your code for a Garbodor. I kind of want to give another code out though, hang on. I got some more people showing up here. Mr. Sharkbite has nuked the like button. Hopefully everyone has their radiation suits on. You're also welcome to click that yourself if you're protected from the nuclear fallout. And hello to Anderson. Welcome. I haven't seen you in quite a while. Welcome back to a Pokemon TCG live stream. And Dazzling Shell, by the way, said the Ultra Prism pack that you got had Dawn Wings to Crozma GX. Not bad. That invasion ability is really cool. Stick a floatstone on that thing. You've got complete manipulation of your side of the field at any time. You can also Guzma. You can escape rope. Force the opponent to switch out as well. Very good options. And hello to Trainer Joey YT. Welcome to our live stream tonight for some Pokemon TCG Online. I just dropped a code down below the face cam here, but I'm going to put another code in the chat just to add a little bit extra here. In fact, I'm going to do that thing where I put you folks to the task of the likes. We got 5 likes. What the heck? I don't want to hear myself. Mute. I think that's the first time I've heard my own stream happening. You guys can probably hear that. But yeah, we hit 5 likes. We'll say that's good for starters at least. We're going to shuffle these up. Grab one of these codes out of here at random. And we've got a code for a Crimson Invasion, a booster pack. I'm going to pop this into the chat this time, so prepare to do your old copy-paste. Just one sec there. And then, of course, as per usual, I will open up the challenge to anyone out there in the chat who is watching would like to battle me. And if I can be defeated in battle, then I'll give out 2 codes the next time I drop a code in the chat or on screen. Alright, I believe this is accurate, and boom! 1 more code being sent out. I'm going to hang on to these codes myself so I can use the QR scanner in Pokemon Ultra Sun. I got a Rotom today when I did that. It's actually pretty cool. I can go to Professor Kukui's basement, which sounds weird, but I can go there and get all the different Rotom forms, which is pretty cool. If you didn't know, in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, he has all of the appliances that Rotom can possess. And yeah, tomorrow Trainer Joey is, well, first of all, Genesect is immune because of Nuclear Rage. That's awesome stuff. And Trainer Joey says tomorrow's the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon Warp Ride Wednesday. That is correct. You'll be in the stream tomorrow, hopefully, and if so, we'll be glad to see you there. Alright, would anybody like to issue a challenge? Oh, wait a minute. Dazzling Shell wants to test an online deck. So, if you want to issue me a challenge, bring it on. I'm going to randomly choose one of my own decks from the Forbidden Light expansion. Have the old D6 out here and randomly choose which deck I'll be using. You might get lucky and I might use one of the lesser powerful ones, which does tend to happen. Mr. Sharkbite is under 200,000 from hitting level 35. Not bad. Some powerful raids could get you there. If only we still had the double experience, or no, the triple experience, and no, it was double for raids. Double experience, lucky egg. We were getting 40,000 experience points per legendary raid. And Articuno Day was a perfect day to clean up on that. So even though those events and special bonuses are over, you'll still get there before too long, I am sure. Hello to Ryan Bradshaw. Welcome to our stream tonight. Oh, you meant level 34 in the chat there, Mr. Sharkbite. All right. Dazzling Shell is your online name. Let's see. I don't see any request or anything. Are we on here together? If you don't have me yet on Pokemon TCG Online, just send me the friend request. My name is Dotman64, named after my own comic book character. And shameless plug, if you want to see who Dotman is, go to dotman.ca. I've got all of my comic strips and comic series up there, which I have to get back to at some point. There might be something happening. I don't want to jinx it yet, but there might be something happening where I'm going to start working more on Dotman. We'll just leave it at that for the time being. Don't want to jinx it. Alright, anyways. You got, Genesect got about 5 or 6 shiny Squirtle on Community Day. That does beat me. I only got the 4, but I was happy with who I got. I actually put on Twitter a photo of all the ones that, well, the shinies and the sunglasses ones that I picked up, or at least the ones that I was keeping. Okay, how many sunglasses Squirtle did everybody get? That was pretty wild. And yeah, Unknown Spike, you know Dotman. I sent you one of the comics, right? Back during the Pearl playthrough. And can I type it in the chat? Just one sec here. I assume you mean my username. My TCGO username, Dotman64. So you can just do a copy paste or just simply type that in. And you're good to send me the invite. Now, if anybody else wants to issue a challenge to me for a chance to get more code cards out of me for the night, feel free to do so. I think probably after this, what I want to do, I might stick around after the stream. See if I can get some more of my online booster cards. Actually, wait, that's what I can do. I can open the trade lock pack that I just got. Why did I go to the deck manager? I want to go to my collection. And, Mr. Sharkbite, don't want to jinx, spelled J-Y-N-X for the Pokemon, our Canadian players on Pokemon Go. I mean, even if the battle... Wait a minute. It's not trade locked? Of course not. I did a challenge to get that booster pack, but we do have a trade locked Guardians Rising pack. So I'll pop this open. I'll see if I can find you then. He says you can't see me here. Let's see. Okay, friend request is sent. There we go. I'm going to see what we get out of our trade lock pack here. Can we get the Tapu Lele? Probably not, but you never know. I do have one trade locked one already. So we got an enhanced hammer, we got a shiny, not shiny, reverse foil Rockruff. Rare card is going to be the Tapu. No. Not bad though. A Steelworker Delmise, if it's on the bench, or actually anywhere. Your metal Pokemon's attacks do 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. That's a good way to add more damage depending on what type of Pokemon you're using in your deck. So everything else is tradable. So what I think I'll do, I'll hang on to those for trade purposes. What I should do is keep these for when Celestial Storm comes out. And I can try to trade up to get some more new cards to make some decks for more videos then. But I'd like to do as soon as Celestial Storm comes out, get a lot more, you know, consistent with my videos that are pre-recorded, building custom decks, and then bring those custom decks to our battles here in the online game with you folks. What am I doing? I wanted to check the collection and see if there's any new cards. Yeah, I just sent you that request there, Dazzling Shell. You should see it. If you go here, you should see, if you click this arrow down here where it says Friends, at the very bottom you should see the word Requests. If you click that, you'll see that Dotman64 has sent the request over to you. Alright, let me see. Is there anything from Celestial Storm we can take a look at yet? No, there's not. If there's any new promos we can see. Promo Blackstar. Of course, I'm going to go the, what is it? The long way, the slow version. Huh? Maybe take that off? Oh, what am I thinking? Show not own. There we go. That makes sense. Mr. Sharkbite, you play Pokemon Go in Brantford, Ontario. Awesome stuff. Now, what kind of Pokemon do you find in the wild up there? Like, just some very common things. Because what I think is really cool about Pokemon Go is that different parts of the world can have different rarities of things. Like, you know, down here near the water, down the ocean, basically, we find a lot of water types like Horsea, Psyduck, all these different things. I was talking to a friend of mine, Vibrant, who is in the States, somewhere like in the middle of the States, and she says, oh, I wish we had stuff like that. I need more Psyduck. I need more Goldeen. All we get around here are like Geodude and Onix and stuff. And I'm like, I want those. Those are what we don't get. And it's kind of funny how you really want what... It's like they say, human nature. We want what we can't have or what we don't have. And I'm not sure what to say there, Dazzling Shell. Try restarting your game. So if you don't see it... Actually, no, you're on there now. Okay, we're good. I see you right there in the friends list. And Dazzling Shell is issuing the challenge. Alright, let's go to the Forbidden Light. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decks available. Let's see what one I randomly choose. It's deck number 4, which is going to be the Rainbow Road, which fortunately for Dazzling Shell is not the most powerful of all the decks I've assembled just yet. Oh, look at this. Heart Gold Soul Silver theme deck. This will be pretty cool. And get the same usual suspects in your region, so I'm assuming you see a lot of, well, obviously Pidgey, Rattata, Sentret, Zigzagoon, Weedle I find a lot of. It's kind of weird. I find a lot of Weedle, but not really so much Caterpie. Which is strange. Alright, so we're going to choose our Xerneas GX for the active Pokemon. And we got us a basic little cutie fly to go to the bench. Now this deck can work if I get the proper support on the bench. And Jacob has dropped a friend code down in the chat. I'm not sure which that is for. Is it a 3DS, Pokemon Go? I don't know. We're going to end the turn right there. Way too many rats, you say, Mr. Sharkbite. I assume by now, though, you've at least gotten the Alolan Rattata and Raticate. Have you hatched any yet? Those are pretty fun to hatch, especially since it drives the rarity of Alolan Vulpix down even lower, I would expect. I heard when the Alola forms and the Alolan eggs first came out was, what was it? You know, it looks like 3% hatch rate, but then the Rattata came out with that too, so it's like, are they still 3%, or are they even, you know, lower now? And hello, Trek, saying P-Go. I assume that's for Pokemon Go. Oh, good, we got Rabombi. That's pretty nice. Let's attach this to Xerneas GX, and we're going to Honey Gather, grabbing 2 basic energy from within the deck. That nice ability pulling through, grabbing some energies for us. Alright, for the time being, all we can do is Overrun, do 20 to the active and 20 to a bench Pokemon. So, I was talking to... who was it earlier there? Electrified Emolga, if you're still watching this here. Normally you can only attack the Pokemons in the active spot, but certain attacks let you hit them on the bench as well. And we have a friend request from NBA Mobile Show 2. Alright, I'll check that in just a few moments here. Let's go for the Honey Gather. I suppose I can take off the code. Someone must have claimed that by now. Alright, and... see, since you're testing this deck, I would normally be lenient and not go for the knockout. However... I'm afraid of me getting knocked out. I'm gonna go for the Aurora Horns. So, that does drop that eventual Typhlosion, which you had ready to roll in hand, I know that. Oh, you're just here watching? That is awesome, Emolga. Glad to hear it. And Static Electricity, what do you do? Oh, search your deck for number of lightning energy cards up to the number of Mareep in play, and attach them to Mareep. And Professor Oak's new theory. Shuffle your hand in the deck and then draw. I don't know half of these cards. These are like the older sets. Pokemon Reversal, kind of like Pokemon Catcher right now. And there's that Static Electricity. Username is Devoxia, maybe? I might have mispronounced that. Alright, and I'm going to now use the Honey Gather once again. What I'm doing here is drawing extra cards out of my deck to try to speed things up, get better cards off the top, which now allows me to use Professor Kukui, will allow me to do 20 more damage, and I've now gotten 2 extra cards out of the deck right there. So I'm just going to go with the Overrun. That's enough to knock out the Mareep, and I'll do 20 to the bench Pokemon. And if anyone wants to play against NBA Mobile Show 2, as they say in the chat, their name is right up on there right now. Feel free to exchange. Like, while you're waiting for these battles to finish here, you can go ahead and do some friend battles amongst yourselves as well. Alright, so we have another Kukui. Can I get some more Pokemon, actually? I'm going to play Skyla, letting me search my deck for any trainer card, which is definitely helpful. Let's grab a Nest Ball. So this allows me, when I play it, first I'll drop down this Morolol. Nest Ball lets me search my deck for any basic Pokemon and put it right onto my bench. I'm going to choose this little basic here with 30 HP, a Flabébé. Okay. I guess I'll put an energy onto it just in case. So I'm just going to, well, let's use our Honey Gather. Get a cut, or that's the last basic energy in the deck. And you have a Mega Rayquaza deck, Mobile Show 2 says there. Interesting. It'd be cool to try to take on. Alright, I'm going to use the Sanctuary GX to move all damage from my Pokemon to the opponent's active Pokemon, doing 50, knocking out the Growlithe. We'll grab the Wally, which could be useful, but I have all the Pokemon in hand that I really need. and a bite attack. Well, I don't even need to play any more cards. I always criticize people when they don't do this. I'm just going to go for the knockout and end that off quickly. So that was the power of Xerneas GX versus a theme deck. As I've said before in other videos, like the theme decks, they're fun to play against other theme decks. Some of them don't work that well. Some actually work pretty good. In fact, if you want my recommendation, as much as I hate to make this recommendation, well, first of all, good game to Dazzling Shell. Thank you for battling. My recommendation, if you can get the tokens, and what I like about TCG Online, it is all free. You just need to, grind up enough tokens and stuff. This deck here, very painful. Very recommended, though. Garchomp. Royal Blaze does 100 damage. If you played Cynthia from your hand during this turn, this does 100 more damage. Also, free retreat cost on Garchomp, allowing for manipulation of your battlefield. Now, Lucario, if you have it in play, the ability of Precognitive Aura, once during your turn, if you have Garchomp in play, search your deck for a card and put it into your hand. This lets you find Cynthia and lets you play it. You're doing 200 damage with Garchomp. So if you have a chance to upgrade to that theme deck, I would recommend that. Alright, Unknown Spike wants to battle, but first of all, we're going to give out another code. Where are we at for likes? I haven't been setting like goals. I'm just basically thinking if we hit certain numbers, I'll give out more. We've hit 9. I'll give out another code anyway. We'll say that's good. So I'm going to give out one code on screen, one code in the chat. I'm going to grab my stack of cards. Why did I put them away? Alright. I'm going to shuffle up, send out some more codes for you folks. Grab a couple from near the middle. So the one I'm going to put on screen, once I move my recorder over here, this one is going to be for a Steam Siege booster pack. Nice 10 card pack from the X and Y series. Just one sec, give me a few moments there, folks, and then we can do a battle versus Unknown Spike. Okay, so the first code is about ready to roll here. Make sure I've spelled it all correctly. It should be good to go. Help yourselves right below the face cam for an X and Y Steam Siege. Now the next one is going to be... it's for Season 3 Mauville Gym, which is part of the TCG Play Pokemon series that you do at local Pokemon League events. I'm not sure what you get for this, but I think you get special Pokemon League foil stamped cards in the online game. So this could be pretty cool for collectibles. This one's going in the chat, so prepare your copy-paste for this one. And I hear our fun little buddy Mesprit music playing right now. Gotta make sure I've typed this accurately for you. I think we are good to roll on that as well. Another code to help yourselves too, folks, right there. Alright, let me get caught back up on the chat here. It has 17 energy on your Rayquaza. Como-O GX might not do much, but has a great attack. NBA Mobile Show is saying. Yeah, not a lot of people put much into the Como-O GX. It's one of those kind of like trade fodder kind of things. And did I watch the Pokemon NAIC? I'm going to obviously say no, because what is the NAIC? I'm not sure. So Unknown Spike now issuing a challenge. Which of the 5 decks will I be using? The first of our Forbidden Light decks. Oh, it's been cancelled! What? You must still fight Grimlock if you send the battle invite. And Dazzling Shell says, truth be told, that's the first time you ever used that deck, so you thought it was good. You don't like dealing with EXs and GXs. I really understand that too. I sometimes don't even like using them. I use them in the online game as far as showing off videos and footage and stuff like that. But I prefer to use the lesser Pokemon and give them a chance to shine, because I feel that, I've said this many times, and I will continue to say it many times, the more challenge there is in victory, the better you feel. Like, the more thrill you have when you win. So, like, if you use an EX or GX heavy deck, you've already got a lot more advantage than maybe a player that doesn't have those. So, I'm going to go first. So, limiting yourself to lesser powerful Pokemon, they could be more powerful in other situations. For me, I feel much more accomplished when I'm able to win. Do I win all the time? Obviously not. That's not the thing. Come on. Now, I admit this deck will have mulligans. I don't have as many basics in here because it's featuring a fossil Pokemon. So I have to work on using the unknown fossils. Alright, let's see here. Genocide Gaming asking, do I want to hear a funny joke? I always like to hear funny jokes. Feel free. And Gold League of the Trainer Challenge is down. 2 to go, Dazzling Shell says. Awesome stuff. We get only 2 mulligans. That's acceptable. Let's go, Buzzswole. Get up there, my bud. And that's all we have. And, oh... And Vincent says championship for the card. Oh, I did not see that. Oh, North American International Championships. That's what that is. You know, honestly, I often forget when those are going on. You know, I saw stuff on Twitter at the end of the weekend. I was pretty much busy doing all of my Pokemon going that week, or this weekend anyway, because of all of the events going on. That was a crazy busy day for events. We had, what was it, Articuno Day on Saturday, followed quickly by Squirtle, basically Squirtle Squad Community Day on Sunday. So, yeah, I was just out and running like crazy. Alright, we're going to drop the Scorched Earth. This trainer card, the Stadium, stays in play and lets me discard, once per turn, a fire or fighting energy from hand and draw 2 additional cards. We do have an Ultra Ball, which could be useful. I think I'm going to use that. I'll discard a basic fighting energy and an Acerola. Yeah. Let's get a Carbink. And let's drop a Carbink. Okay, let's put a strong energy onto Buzzswole. We cannot attack on our first turn, so we're going to pass it off right there. And what... Okay, Genesec says, what do you call a magic owl? A magic owl. I do not know. That stumps me. I got no clue. And it said I was offline. Maybe it's saying that because I'm in the middle of a battle? I'm not sure. Mr. Sharkbite has to hit an excellent curveball throw to finish one of your quests. I will say, good luck, because that can be challenging. Actually, one of my friends here in town is on that challenge right now herself to try to get towards the Mew quest. And they were asking me one time during one of our live streams for Pokemon Go gifting, like, is there any way they can help? And I said, all I can do is offer advice and give you encouragement. It's up to you to make that curveball throw yourself. And I didn't realize it, but she called me out on this. Apparently, as I was saying that in the stream, a wild Pokemon appeared with my incense. I managed to land an excellent curveball throw right after that. I didn't even mean to. I didn't even try. That's just how good I am, you know. Curveball throws. Well, actually, not to like really talk myself up, but when the game first came out, I found, since I'm recording with one camera up like this, and I'm playing with the other phone in hand, I don't have both hands able to play the game. So I found as I was using the throws, my thumb would curve to the side automatically. Can't even really see that, but I was like curving to the side. I immediately from day one had to learn how to curve the ball properly. So just from a lot of experience, like 2 years worth of experience, I've gotten pretty decent at the curveball throws, and you know, so be it. All right, Cynthia, help us out here. We got to get ourselves an unidentified fossil. We'll drop that down. We're going to go for the old Scorched Earth. Discard a card and draw 2. We're going to go for the Professor's Letter. 2 more basic energy. And I'm going to put a basic onto our Carbink Break. I'm going to play Ultra Ball. Let's discard Carbink. Basic energy. I'm going to get a Tyrant. We can't use it just yet. We had to wait till next turn to evolve our fossil. But let's go, Buzzswole. Sledgehammer! Yes! 30 damage to ourselves. Oops. Okay. Some of the matches are on YouTube, Vincent says, for the North American International Challenge. I should check those out and just see what did they have going on. And would I like to battle you? Oh, okay. Genesect, I get your joke. Houdini. I guess. Yeah, okay. Not bad, not bad. I gotta think, is there anything that I could respond to that with? Probably not. I'll just say that's a pretty clever one. Alright, let's get our Carbink Break up there. Hello to Splatoon Warrior. Welcome to our live stream tonight. And Paradox420, yeah, I play TCG Online as well. I like playing all the Pokemon stuff. Vincent says, all Zoroark GX. LOL. Alright, we're going to play the Tyrant. We'll put the Strong Energy on. I'm going to play Skyla. Let's get ourselves... Do we have an Evo Soda? Yes, we do. So on the following turn I can use that, but let's go ahead. Actually, wait, I can energy retrieval. Bring back a couple basic fighting energy. And let's use the Scorched Earth. Discard 1 energy from hand, draw 2 cards. Captivating Pokepuff, let's play that out. We got no basics in your hand, but we see a lot of energy. We see N. That could be a bit of a problem for us. I'm not looking forward to dealing with that, but let's go for Diamond Gift to do 20 damage and attach 2 energy cards from the discard pile to one of my fighting Pokemon. Take that, Tyrant. Get some energies on there. And let's see. Genesect says can't make jokes. Yeah, you can. That was a clearly good one. It just took me a while to think about it. Oh, come on. Don't do this. Don't do this. No, you're messing up my plan. I don't want to play anymore. I don't like GX attacks. GXs are broken. You guys are getting 2 codes, by the way. You guys didn't hear that. I just heard something fall outside the door there. It was my hopes and dreams, probably, for this match. I'm sure it's nothing, though. We're probably okay. Alright, well, check this out. We're going to play 2 puzzles of time. Let's bring back our unidentified fossil. I guess we'll bring back Tyrant. See if we can make any good use of that. Let's drop the fossil. I'm going to use the Scorched Earth and draw 2. So you can hit me for 90 with Psychic, which we will survive. I'm going to play Professor Kukui right now. Let's draw 2 more. I can drop a Buzzwole. I probably shouldn't have, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we're going to Diamond Gift. Let's attach a couple strong energies onto Buzzwole, because we can't attach to the fossil because it's not a fighting type Pokemon. Alright, so do you still have the Professor or the Pokemon Center lady? I think you do. You do. Alright, 60 HP being restored. And Psybeam. Okay, let's see what else there. Dazzling Shell. You have other decks you can use online, but a friend of yours decided to scramble up the decks you have, so you gotta get things back up and running. Understandable. Absolutely makes sense. What do we have here? Let me just do some math here. And Unknown Spike is so mean, says Vincent. Well, maybe. Okay, we're going to put a strong energy on Tyrant. I'm going to retreat for the 1 energy into Buzzwole. And I'm going to go ahead and Sledgehammer. This should do 160, I believe. There we go. Nice spot of damage. And someone asked a question about Pokemon Sun and Moon, the series, Genesect says in the chat. Okay. So we see some healing. We see N, which is not the best option for us, but it might be okay-ish. If I go down to 4, we go up to 6, which is fine. Now, of course, we get dropped by the old Psychic attack from the Espeon GX, which does the trick. That's going to be a lot of damage, 240. But we're kind of in a good spot. And here's why. We got cards. Alright, let's drop a Tyrantrum down. And we'll put a Fighting Energy onto the Carbink Beret. We'll put a Strong Energy. I'm also going to play Kukui. Yeah, we'll do Kukui. Draw 2 more, and we can do a lot more damage now as well. I'm going to use Scorched Earth, discard a Fighting Energy, and draw 2. And that's about that. We're going to go for the Diamond Gift to do, I believe this will do 60 damage now. And let's attach a couple more energy from our discard pile to one of our Fighting-type Pokemon. It's going to be our Tyrantrum. So, Tyrantrum's ability, Tyrannical Heart, says as long as I don't have more Pokemon in play than the opponent, this Pokemon's attacks do 60 more damage, and I take 30 less damage from attacks. So, you can knock out if you want. However, I think we're still good. We're going to retreat. With all that strong energy attached, I believe we got us a knockout. Let's just have this for fun. Let's play the Pokepuff. No basics. Alright. that is fine. Let's just go for the simple attack of Crunch, doing 160 more, and discard an energy from the opponent's active Pokemon. Goodbye, double colorless. But of course, the Pokemon is down. And Grimlock. Now, do you know where the nickname Grimlock comes from, everybody? I'll leave that up to you in the chat. So that is a victory. And how is our likes looking like? We're at 11 likes. I think that warrants just the one code for now, but it's going to come from a Forbidden Light booster pack. As I pop this open and see what I get. Hang on, let me move my screen over. And I'll put this one directly into the chat for you to make it a little bit quicker. I'll take this off screen. So first and foremost, I'm going to pop this open and put the code in the chat for you folks, and then we'll see what I get out of my pack. And Unknown Spike quit the game by mistake. So you should log back in if you'd like to, though. But I mean, fortunately, Grimlock did manage to pull through. Alright, so we got this card right here. I'm going to drop this in the chat for you first of all. Did I have it upside down? I think I probably did. Alright. So this is for a Forbidden Light, the most recent expansion, Pokemon TCG. Whoever can take this from the chat first and foremost gets themselves a nice 11-card online booster pack. Is this accurate? I believe it is. You are good to snag that. And I'll keep that QR code for my Pokemon Ultra Sun game. Alright, so let's see what cards I get out of the physical packs right here. Excuse me, got some hiccups going on. Alright, let's arrange the cards appropriately. I will spoil by saying I didn't feel any full arts or anything like that, but we start off with our basic Metal Energy. We've got a Furfrou, which is actually a pretty good Pokemon. For 1 energy, you can do 20 damage with return and draw until you have 5 cards in hand. We have Helioptile. And you want Revenge, Unknown Spike? Revenge can happen next week. We've got ourselves a Honedge. There is, what are you? A Clauncher. And we got a Goomy. I love Goomy. He's so cool. Uncommon cards start with a Metal Frying Pan, which must be a reference to Brock from the anime. If it's not, they gotta rework that. We have a... I can't see what these are. A Rockwanid. It's because my screen's too small. Oh well, I'll just flip the cards and take a look at them. We have a Judge. Both players shuffling their hand into their deck to draw 4 back. Reverse foil card is gonna be... a Gabite. Fighting type Gabite. Garchomp is back in this set. It was just in the last set as a Dragon type. Now it's a Fighting type which can take strong energy. Really? Rare card is going to be... What are you? Oh, Sylveon. I love the first attack called Wink Wink. Your opponent reveals their hand. You may discard a supporter card you find there and use it as the effect of this attack. Which is definitely cool. A supporter card in the form of an attack. And let's see... Opened a pack. So Genesect Gaming says you opened a pack a few years ago and pulled 2 EXs from that one pack. That is kind of wild. I've never opened a pack that has more than 1 EX in it. So, not bad. I remember the first time I got back into the card game was, hey, do we have requests? I think we do. There we are. Okay, there's a request. We'll accept that. Does anybody else want to issue a challenge to me? And if so, I will confirm. We'll do another match. I'll choose randomly for one of my decks. But I recently got into the card game. Like, I collected... Seriously, I collected the first 3 sets, maybe. Way back when they first came out, back in like 98 or 99, I think it was. And kind of fell off of it a little bit. Didn't really pick it up again until a friend of mine was showing me the Magic cards that she liked to play. And I was like, okay, I'll take a look. Or I'm going to show you one of the cards, or one of the games that I like to play. We're going to use Rainbow Road again based on our dice roll. So, I just decided on a whim, I want to pick up a booster pack of the current set to see what are the cards like nowadays. And I was happy to see they're pretty much the same. Maybe they do more damage, have more HP, stuff like that. But the game itself was still played the same, and I thought that was really cool. However, the second pack I picked up turned out to have Blastoise EX. And it blew my mind, because I was looking at this card, trying to figure out, like, where does it say evolve from Wartortle? Because usually the evolved Pokemon need to evolve from a basic form. I noticed in the corner of Blastoise EX it said basic, and I was like, technically I can just play Blastoise EX down to the bench? You can. So that's how long I was out of the card game. I didn't realize that. There were many sets before that, X and Y, where basic EXs were the norm, and that was mind-blowing. So that got me back into the card game in a big way. And then shortly after, my friend Ron and I decided, let's set up an actual Pokemon tournament, Pokemon League at the comic store, Heroes Beacon. And that was, how many years ago was that? I don't even know. Okay, I'm in a bit of a spot. I'm going to add more HP to our moral because I have nothing else to work with. I'm going to see, I can go for the Flickering Spores to put this to sleep. Thing is, if it evolves, it wakes up anyway. I'm going to go for Ram for 40 damage. The best that I can do right now. And Paradox 420, I've inspired you to learn the TCG. Okay, you never played newer TCG, only way back when it was like 3rd gen. So like you played even longer than I did back in the day. That's what I was afraid of. It was going to hurt. If you want to learn a little bit more about how to assemble a deck, I will do a little shout out to my own video. Like one of the most popular videos on my channel is TCG Deck Building 101, I think I called it. Just give you a basic rundown of how to build a custom deck. And like basically if you're going to get started in the TCG of the current generation, I would say TCG Online is a perfect way to do that. It's all free. You don't need to spend any actual money. All you do is spend tokens that you earn in-game by doing in-game challenges. So it pays for itself, basically. And some of the theme decks are perfect ways to learn how to play. I would say from the X and Y set, Resilient Life is one of the best theme decks. From the current Sun and Moon expansion, would say Mock Strike is a perfect deck to learn with as well. I mean, even Imperial Command is a good one. Like just from the last 2 sets, last 2 expansions, either theme deck is great. I'd recommend that. And Genesect, you're super tired. If you do need to roll, feel free to do so. You're not going to miss too much more. We're only here for another 13 minutes anyway. And Ice Blade. We do manage to survive that at least. And Mr. Sharkbite's a few days away from your birthday. Well, happy early birthday. If you're not here when we do a live stream and it is your birthday, I want to make sure to get that out there for you. Brooklet Hill doesn't help me. Why did you play that? Because it doesn't help me, that's why. And as Unknown Spike says, it is the curse. Yeah, sometimes you just don't get the cards that you need. I'm going to play Kukui. Come on! Well, I'm going to use the Shinotic, Evolve Up. I don't gain the benefit of our tool anymore, unfortunately. That only works for basic Pokemon, but I will use Illuminate. Let's get ourselves one of our big heavy hitters, our Xerneas GX. I'll have to bench you right away, good buddy. And we'll attach an energy to you. That's all we can do, sadly. We're going to pass the turn over to... That is... Am I playing against Vincent right now? I can't recall. I don't recall. Again, username from YouTube over to the video, the TCG. Anyway, Ratbag QLD. I recognize that name, though, from Pokemon Go. Ultra Ball being played. Let's see what they find. And I'm happy to say the stream has been going pretty strong. I haven't seen any interruptions. After as long as I was talking about doing it, I finally did switch those routers around. So things should be going pretty smooth. Oh, not the Alolan Ninetales with the barrier. No. So we're at 13 likes on the stream. If we can hit 2 more, let's say, I'll add an extra code into the next batch that I hand out. It's looking like I'm going to give an extra one anyway, because I'm going to get destroyed. And there goes Shinotic. And it is not Vincent. Okay. I can never, like I said, keep track of names from place to place. Alright. So, let's throw an energy onto the Xerneas. I can play Diantha. I can only play this if one of my fairy Pokemon were knocked out during the opponent's last turn. I can put 2 cards from the discard pile back into hand. What 2 cards will those be? Let's get a Fighting Fury Belt. Let's get a Kukui. Can't use them yet. But I'll attach this to our Xerneas to do some extra damage. Now, you can do Ice Path GX to move all damage from this Pokemon to my active Pokemon, which I could handle. Let's go for the Overrun. And so I can't hit you with that Luminous Barrier, even if you're on the bench. Let's get that Cubone, I guess. So this can hit me for a decent 80 damage, thanks to that choice band attached. Or you can move 70 damage onto me and give yourself a full heal. This will be interesting. That's right, Genesect Gaming. Yes, Diantha is the champion of the Kalos region. The reason I think they chose her for that card is because one of her main Pokemon is Mega Gardevoir. Oh, and you moved the damage to me, did ya? I see. Okay, so Blizzard Edge does 160, which would be 190 actually. So I think the safest bet for me right now, I'm going to attach it to Xerneas here. I am going to use the... I'm going to play the Puzzle of Time first. What 2 cards are on top? I kind of want to get... Actually, if I do this, I'm going to play Kukui. I'll get those top 2 cards. Ribombee and Cutiefly. I can play one down. Now, if I want, I could reshuffle by using the Stadium, even though I know I can't get a Pokemon out. But I'm not going to shuffle. I want to get that random receiver. I'm now going to use the Sanctuary GX to move all my damage counters back over. We're just trading damage counters back and forth. It's kind of funny. Hello, Chandelier Scorcher. Welcome to our live stream for the evening. We've got another about 10 minutes left to go for the night. I'm going to be giving out at least one more code after this match is over. I'll give an extra code if I get defeated, and if I get 2 more likes to the stream, making around 15, I'll give out a 3rd code, all in the same batch. So let's see. As I say, Blizzard Edge can do 190, which thanks to our tool, we will survive. This gives us 40 more hit points. They could Ice Blade Cutiefly, though, and knock that out for a prize. But either way, Xerneas GX should survive a hit, and hitting back with 120 Aurora Horns should drop that. This is an interesting showdown. Chandelier Scorcher got a Flying Pikachu from a local store out of a mixed custom pack. That's not bad. That's one of the secret rares, I believe, of the Evolutions expansion, isn't it? Genesect is installing TCG. Did we sort of talk you into it? Did someone say Tool, says Luke? Our good old Tool dude in Pokemon Go. You guys might have seen the name many times in our streams. But yeah, that's pretty good pull from a custom pack. That is not bad at all. Flying Pikachu. I guess the other ones were Surfing Pikachu. Was it Here Comes Team Rocket? And what else was there? There's the Japanese Executor. Did it also include Imakuni's Doduo as one of the secret ones? I think it did. And yes, indeed, Tool Dude is here, everybody. And how about that? I've done my duty as a Pokemon professor. I've talked a new person into playing the game. Awesome stuff. Let's play Lily. Hello, Shinotic. If only we had Morolol, he would be so much more useful right now. Alright, let's put this onto our Ribombee. So, I can go for the knockout with the Aurora Horns doing 130. I'm not getting the knockout. Did I play Kukui? I played Lily. I'm not getting the knockout. I'm coming pretty close. 10 HP remaining on that Alolan Ninetales. So we will lose our Xerneas GX, but how about this, folks? Ribombee is going to knock it out with a nice pollen shot. Silly stuff. Oh, I retreat, actually. Double colors. Well, that's going to be the knockout, of course, as well. We only have, what do we got? 30 HP remaining. And Genesect are going to try to get good and battle me next week. As I say, you're more than welcome to take on the Professor. Many times, I am not much of a challenge. You guys, you folks out there are so good at this game. Like, and that's not me just trying to, you know, pump yous up. You guys have some really good strategies and combos. I'm going to Honey Gather. Let's give me some more basic energy. And Chandelure looking to do a battle? Absolutely. As soon as we're done this battle here, I'm going to hand out a couple of code cards. And then we'll do, I think we have time for one last battle of the evening. That's Pollen Shot. Let's do 20. Yes! We didn't take a single prize this whole match. But the important thing is that leads to us giving out more codes for you folks to pick up. So we're at 14 likes. One more like from now. And that'll be a third code at the same time. And if we don't hit the 15 by the time I give out the next codes, if we hit it before the end of the stream after one more battle, then I will give out that extra code at the end of that. Alright, so basically if we hit 15 likes, that's an extra code being added to our giveaway selection. Alright, 70 HP. So this does 20 for each Alolan Pokemon in play. We have nothing but... Are you Alolan? Yeah, you are. We got 5 Alolan on the bench, 1 active. That's 120 damage for the Alolan Club attack. And that is done. That's a pretty good Alolan deck for sure. That attack of Marowak, that's a rhyme first of all, but it's a pretty cool move. And it works, it's pretty good in conjunction with the theme deck you can pick up, the Alolan Exeggutor. So good game too. I believe that was Charles Jones we were playing. Ratbag QLD, I think? Not bad. Alright, so we got 16 likes on there now. Excellent stuff, folks. We will give out, that's going to be 3 codes right now. So 1 sec. I'll do 1 on screen first of all. No, you know what? I'll do 1 in the chat first, then 1 on screen, and then a second one in the chat. So get ready here. I'm going to grab 3 codes. Just going to shuffle. I'll grab 3 off the top. Alright, so the first one being plugged into the chat as we speak. Or, more precisely, as I speak, and as y'all out there listen to me. So feel free to talk amongst yourselves for the moment. Tell everybody how you all did for Pokemon Go Community Day, if you play it, for all of these shiny Squirtle. If you guys haven't seen my footage yet, you're welcome to go check that out, but I got 4 shiny Squirtle total, one of which had the old Squirtle Squad shades. Although, I saw people on Twitter afterwards complaining, those weren't the actual shades, those were aviators. The Squirtle Squad had round sunglasses. And it's like, really? You're going to complain about that? They got glasses! It's a costume, just roll with it. Alright, so that's the first code in the chat. The next one I'm going to put on screen. I had to do a quick, use your magic fingers on the keyboard and get yourselves this code typed in. Boom. Boom. There we go. And let's get one more code into the chat. Hello, Skull Crusher X3. Welcome to our live stream tonight for some Pokemon TCG Online. We've got time for one last battle. I believe Chandelure Scorcher wants to take me on. And that could be some more codes being given out for you folks as we finish up for the night. Maybe eventually I will start extending some of these streams a little bit longer than just the 1 hour, because I'm sure you guys like hanging out here for the evening. And I'm going to drop stuff off my desk. I think we're okay, though. Final code in the chat. Help yourselves to all those codes we just handed out. I see there's a challenge coming my way from Spy Guy. Altered Future. Alright, let's go ahead and randomize what deck I'll be using. Wow, what a lucky roll. I randomized to get the Rainbow Road again. Maybe I should randomize and not use the same deck over and over. Keep things interesting. But as I start doing this more, for some future streams, such as when the release of Celestial Storm happens, then I'll probably have more decks to randomly choose from as well. Alright, let's double check here on the chat. Ryan got 3 shinies. One of them had the shades. Awesome stuff. Did you do any evolutions for them? And Dazzling Shell had to deal with the Yveltal GX from Forbidden Light. It only knocked out one of your Pokemon. Took a while, but you managed to pull out a win against it. Not bad at all. Let's add Xerneas GX to the active spot. And Skullcrusher asking, what is my deck? Well, I've got a few different decks that I like to work with right now. This one I'm using right here features a bunch of Fairy-type Pokemon with Xerneas GX as the main offense. And am I streaming tomorrow, Luke asks. I am doing a Pokemon Go stream in the morning, for sure. So tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Atlantic, which is 11 hours from now, I'll be doing another Pokemon Go live stream for Pokemon Go gifting. I'll probably do an incense and see what I happen to find in my room here. And throw an energy on there. And then tomorrow evening will be Warp Ride Wednesday once again. Let's get that stadium there. Let's drop our Po-Town. And let's grab ourselves a couple extra cards, do a couple extra damages with the Overrun. So 40 to the active and 20 onto the bench. That is a Glaceon GX. That's a bit of a problem. Not really a problem. Now, the Freezing Gaze won't affect us because I don't have any EXs or GXs with abilities in this deck. And Guzma. Oh. Let's see. Put the underhanded Guzma maneuver there. Not entirely unfair, though. That's what Guzma is all about. Let us go for a Nest Ball. Now, the thing that scares me is the old Polar Spear. They do 50 damage for each damage counter on the opponent's active Pokemon. That's 150, plus the 30 I have is the knockout. So I think we're going to lose the Xerneas GX. So why did I give it an energy? Because I'm stupid. I mean, I could retreat, but that's going to cost both of our energies. Let's just do the damage. 20 active, 20 benched. That's about the best that we can do for the time being. And NBA Live Mobile DZ asking, can I give some codes? Well, if Spy Guy AF manages to destroy me, which, spoilers, I think they're going to do, I'll be giving her an extra code for that. I'll give it a code basically as it is, a code for getting defeated, and a third code because we hit 16 likes on the stream. So that'll be 3 codes being handed out. It's a matter of basically first come, first serve. If you can type those codes in quick enough, you get yourself the online booster packs. Genesec is heading off to play TCG. Awesome stuff. I hope you enjoy it. And thank you, Skull Crusher. I don't know if you're talking about my deck or the opponent's deck. I'd say their deck's looking a little bit better right now, because mine does take a bit of time to get moving. Let's play Guzma. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Let's go into Shinotic. Let us now illuminate. Let's get ourselves another one of our Xerneas, if they're still in there. Yes, they are. Okay, we'll drop you down. I'll throw an energy onto it. And now I'll make use of my own sneaky underhanded Guzma. Let's bring that Tapu Fini back up. And let's go for the overrun. 20 damage active. 20 to the bench. It's not going to matter because they can heal up that damage. So, well, it's the best that we can do for the time being. Oh, thank you for the compliment on the Charizard hat. Much appreciated. I was walking around during Pokemon Go Community Day, and not only did I have my hat, I had good old Spritz the Wartortle. You know, sporting her nice shades here. She had to get in costume for the day, and I was getting compliments on both her and my hat, which was kind of funny. Stop with the Guzma. Nobody likes Guzma. At least we handled that one, though. Alright. We got an Evo Soda. Kinda helpful. Kinda maybe. Let us... What do we have? I guess we'll Flabébé. Now, I'm gonna have to let the Shinotic fall, which I kinda don't want to do, but if it's what has to happen, it's what has to happen. And let's see here. So we get some people doing some battles in the stream. Looks like they're trying to set up for. Very cool. Oh no! Now Glaceon GX is a Fire-type Pokemon. And Water-type. Which is really cool. I love the fact that these evolutions, Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon from the... Is that Ancient Origins? Or... I think that's Ancient Origins. That they can add those extra typings to other Pokemon. It is wild and crazy. See, I was kind of hoping to get an Energy. I did not. So I'm going to be destroyed. Let's just overrun. Let's hit the one that can't heal. Why not? Alright, so the Polar Spear takes us down. Polar Spear GX, I should specify. Which will do 300 damage? Oh, they're Frost Bulleting. Wait, that was enough anyway, because of the Choice Band. Right! Right! Ugh. That's going to be 3 code cards for you folks. With my utter crushing defeat. Good game to my opponent. And who was I playing against? Chandelure Scorcher, right. Good game indeed. So that's going to round up the stream for the night, but we got codes to hand out first of all. Let's shuffle them up here. And I'll do 2 on screen. Actually, I'll clear this first one out here. I'll do 2 on screen and 1 in the chat. Kind of mixing things up from the last time. So 3 cards off the top. Did I even mention what those last codes were for? I don't think I did. First code going on screen is going to be for a Breakthrough Booster Pack. As I was saying earlier about how you can get the booster packs online for free. You just use tokens and stuff. There's another good way to get free booster packs, and that is to tune in every week for Professor Chaz's Pokemon TCG live streams. I give out booster packs like crazy, or at least the codes that go with them. I think that is correct. So that is 1 on screen for you right there. Type that in, Pokemon TCG Online. If you don't know how to get it, go to your shop or your shopping cart, click Redeem Codes, and then down here, enter codes manually. You put your code right there. And I can't backspace. There we go. But if you do have the actual code itself, which I can basically show you since I put it up, you can get the QR code, and that can scan right in through your webcam where it says Start QR Reader, which is a pretty quick way to do that. All right, I've got from way back near the start of the Phantom or the X and Y set, Phantom Forces. Where is my screen? There you are. What happened there? It went away. I'll put this in the chat. Let me scroll this over there. Alright, so codes are coming in the chat next up. One sec here. And I think this is good. Yep, alright. Code in the chat. Do your copy paste if you like, folks, and grab that. And as a finale, we have a Burning Shadows booster pack from the Sun and Moon series. This one's going under the face cam as well. Okay, one second. And that's going to round out our stream for the evening. But I will say, if you play Pokemon Go, welcome to come back, or you are welcome to come back tomorrow morning in about 11 hours from now to check out another Pokemon Go live stream of the gifts being sent out and gifts being received. Final code down below. Burning Shadows booster pack, ready to go. Let me scroll my screens back over once again here. And that is going to be a wrap for tonight's live stream. I feel like we're starting to build up more of an audience here, so I want to start doing these longer. So next week, I'm going to push it to like an hour and a half, I think, just to see how things go. And if that's not enough time, we'll push it to maybe 2 hours and stuff. Although maybe what I'll do, I'll start doing the old pandering for likes thing. And if we hit certain like goals, I'll extend the stream even longer based off of, you know, how many people want to keep playing and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that next week as I start trying to, as I say, pander for the likes. But I mean, the likes do indicate how much you guys are interested in the series and stuff. Like, if I say, we'll go for longer if we hit certain likes, if we don't, that means no one really wants to extend it, right? So it does help me understand how much you guys want to see. So that is going to be it for tonight. I want to say thank you, folks, for tuning in for the live stream tonight. And I say you want to come back tomorrow morning for some Pokemon Go live streaming. We'll do that in about 11 hours' time. I'll put up a schedule for that. And tomorrow evening in Pokemon Ultra Sun, we'll be doing some Warp Ride Wednesdays, where I go through the Ultra Wormhole to find some shiny Pokemon, some Ultra Beasts, and do some Wonder trading and sending them out. But there's also that Battle Royale that we like to do. The winner of that gets to choose one of my special Pokemon to trade off to them before the Wonder trading. So with that, it is time to get rolling. Once again, thanks, folks, for tuning in tonight. And if you want to subscribe for more regular Pokemon content, if you're not yet subscribed, you're always welcome to do so and get caught up on all these live streams as they happen. I'll get back to doing some pre-recorded stuff too. I want to get back to Pokemon Pearl this week as well to finish up the post-game. So that's going to be it. Once again, thank you, folks, for tuning in. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time. And have yourselves a good evening, or a good morning, or a good afternoon, whatever time it happens to be in your neck of the woods.